What's good? Welcome to or welcome back to the channel. Chris back with another video for you guys. Today I'm on a 2006 GMC Savana 3500 Express van. We're getting ready to change the rear brakes. So got it jacked up. I always use a jack stand for safety. So let's get started. I believe these are 22s. Let me verify. All right, so after verification, it is a 22 millimeter. So let's get them off. These are just plastic. So you just backing these up. Got all them off. Sometimes they're real rusty. Hopefully they break free for us. If not, we'll have to use some WD-40 or some PB Blaster. But let's get to it. And that's what you want them all to do. And I practice taking them off in the star pattern just because it's muscle memory, and that's the way you got to put it back on, star pattern or hex pattern. And if you drop your nuts on the ground, pick them up and clean them out. I usually blow mine out, or you can spray them with some brake parts cleaner to make sure you don't have any pebbles or anything. If you get a pebble, the slightest little grit, it'll throw off the threads, and if you try to back it up, it's gonna snap off. Been there, done that. So always blow them off. All right, let's get him off. Sometimes they real tight. Let's get this on out the way. Hey, Brian, I want to show you something. All right, so let me show you guys something as well. Somebody's been in here and trying to change the brakes. So I always do a visual inspection, and I haven't been in here just yet, but we got a bolt down here that's already loose. So I want to show my guy that. It's a bolt right here. It's already loose and backed up a little bit. Hopefully it comes out. So we about to spray it and get ready to take these dudes on out. We in there, you're gonna need a 17 millimeter ratchet to get in here. 3/8 ratchet should do. Got a 3/8 ratchet breaker bar. Make sure your wrench is right tight, lefty loosey, so we'll be going down. So looks like we're gonna be good.
Just wasn't tight and good.
All right, I think we're gonna be good on come out. Up here, let's get it. Now, you might get stuck up here, so I'm just gonna break it free and go with a regular wrench because you're gonna hit up against your leaf spring. So, and if you smack it off, you can smack it back on, okay? Some people are like, oh, you gotta use a torque wrench. See how easy it was for me to get that off, just smacking on it. So it's probably about 25 to 30 foot-pounds. As far as tightening these, might be a little more. Look it up for yourself. All right, that's loose. Let's give me a 17. We'll stop video for a second so I can get me a 17 ratcheting wrench. All right, so I'm gonna keep working this out at the bottom. And definitely use a 6-point socket. I'm gonna lubricate this. Yeah, definitely use a 6-point so you don't round off anything. If all you have is a 12, I still recommend a 6. Not blocking. Okay, so sometimes this part down, these brackets right here, they'll spin. So I'm about to use a screwdriver and put it in the sleeve right here. I'll show you in a second. This is for those who don't know. So let's go in here real quick. Alrighty, let's move out what we don't need. So as I'm ratcheting, you'll see this right here spin. So when it starts to do that, then you're gonna have to find something to lock it up. So I usually will take a screwdriver, might need a crescent wrench or something like that, but hopefully it'll stop. So I'll slide a screwdriver in here like that and then hold it. So let me do that. If that doesn't work, I'm gonna use a wrench to hold it here, because it's a box, you know what I mean? So it's flat on one side, round on the other. But let's see what I can do. But yeah, a lot of people think just changing the brakes is gonna go smooth. Not all the time. So let's see if this works. If not, I'll be getting a regular wrench, which I think I might be doing. Yeah, let's try it. All right, so we're getting no progress with that. So let's see if I can get this wrench in here just to hold it still. And we got to get a bigger wrench. Let's see if this box end will work right here. All right, so no luck. Let me get my crescent wrench. So let's get this dude, hold him in his place. Back it up a little bit. All right, now that should do it. Rotate it again. All right, rotate it again. All right. There we go. Should rotate on out now. All right, that's about there, and we are. And let me try to pry this because the screw stayed a little bit. Do some circles. All right, got that one loose. And let me get a magnet tray to keep these off the ground. All right, got that out. Let's go ahead and get this one all the way out. Hopefully this one, hopefully the caliper is okay and it goes back and compresses easy, but you see all this rust. So we're gonna spray this with brake parts cleaner, just clean it up. And I use to separate mine, top and bottom, how they came out. Sometimes they don't like to go back in. But this one's not spinning on me, so that's great. Man, it might be hand tight now, let's see. Not quite. Let's get him. Still a little tight. All right, let's see what we get now. And I think we're out. Not quite. There we go. So now we're out. Just push him back and just get him open. And sometimes stuck, so just kind of compress it over a little bit. And then it should pop out pretty easy. And go top bottom. Yep, rust is the enemy on these things. Flathead is always good, a pry bar or something. All right, now we got him off. This is a dual piston. You're gonna need a brake kit. Possibly you can do it with a C-clamp, but let's get these out. And we're gonna match up our parts. And these should move in and out freely. If not, then you're gonna need to lubricate them. Otherwise they'll freeze, and then it'll cause the pads to wear unevenly. All right, so they're starting to crystallize. They start to do this, then you want to change them because it causes them to glide. So the glaze is over. So definitely change your pad if they're glazed. All right, so let me get a wire brush, clean all this up. I'm not sure if it came with brake clips, but let me see on the new kit. All right, so there's two ways you can go about this. Before we do so, let's match up our pads, and they look great. Yep, everything's good. You can see the difference when they start to crystallize and glaze. You want them like this because you're not gonna, they're supposed to have friction at all times. So when these glide, this makes you slide and stuff, you won't be able to stop quite as well. So they are bad. And yep, so from there, let me get a wire brush. We're gonna clean all these dudes out up in here. And just wanted to show you can use a C-clamp. So here, you can use the C-clamp to compress this back, but usually you have to go back and forth. So I have a ratcheting brake brake kit. You can buy these on Amazon. This is for the rear. Got metal plates. Probably about 25 to 30 bucks, depending on what the fluctuation is, because everything goes up and not down unless it's a sale or something. But yep, I usually use this quite a bit, and he might be a little bent, but all good. All right, so we're gonna get it set. Oh, it's a caliber compressor. So instead of me having to use a C-clamp, I'll grab this and do the same job.
And it spread out the same.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. They come up with some shit these days. Back in the days, you used to have to do one at a time.
Mm-hmm. All right, so now we're there, and we're just gonna press this, and it should go back smooth. If it doesn't go back smooth, then you probably got an issue with the caliber itself. It's supposed to go back smooth, otherwise the caliber could be bad. So definitely change your brakes when your pads get low. Spray this, it's been in the rain. But if your pads get low, definitely change them, because they're gonna heat up. It's gonna heat up and it's gonna fry this caliber. So been there, done that, seen people's calibers like that. So just change them when you start to hear them squeak or grind. And this is going back smooth. And you don't have to go fast, just go slow, because the fluid's got to go back in the line. So as you're going, just try not to rush. Well, don't rush. That's how you mess up. It's gonna do its job. You're gonna get done. But yeah, rest is the enemy on these things. And yeah, that's what causes us to work so hard all the time. But yeah, it's about 89, 90 degrees today. All right, so some of them, when you go back, they'll go back and they'll sit flush. Some of them will have a little lip on them. I believe this one does, because once it stops, okay? For those who don't know. And if you're coming into my channel, if you have an issue or anything like that, there's plenty of them to look at. Don't leave no stupid comments, because you will be deleted. Alrighty then, back to the show. Now, all right, so I'll back it up a little bit, and let me clean this up. Let me grab a wire brush. Don't have any steel, so we'll use the brass. But sometimes they come with new clips. You don't have to have them, but as long as there's clips on them. You want to clean all this rust out of there, otherwise your pads won't sit good. Like I said, it's not just changing your pads. All right, you want these to slide in and out. These need a little bit of lubrication, just because they feel kind of rusty on the inside. So we're gonna pop this open, the brake grease, and we're gonna slide these out, our guide pins. So these are your guide pins. And let's get it out. And see right in here, this is all the last little bit of grease. So, and hardly got any on there. So we're gonna wipe that down. Let me get you some more. So we're gonna wipe this down as much as possible, and we're gonna glaze it. You wanna put a nice thick amount on it, because Lord knows if these freeze up, same thing, issue. So let's pop them open. But I'll try to make full videos. Everybody do the 5-minute videos. Don't explain much. Just, ooh, do this right here. Do this right here. But no, you gotta understand that these mechanisms have to go a certain way. You have to keep them taken care of. If you wash up every day, and you know what I mean. And it might have a little air in it, so just squeeze on it. It'll eventually pop out, but you want them to spin freely and have no issues. This one's probably dry as well, and it is. So you might need a little more brake grease. I'm pretty sure the other side is gonna probably need some too. So let's lubricate. Nice generous amount. You want this kind of caked up on there. And let's get it all. There we go. So from there, let's go ahead and slide them back in. Like I said, it might hear poop or something a little bit. Then I usually take a little brake grease and I hit my clips right here, and so they'll slide in and out better. You don't have to, but sometimes it creates extra noise. So lubricate all that. You don't need a lot, because you're gonna get dirt and everything down here. Rain's gonna get down here. You don't want it to glob up and just stick to the grease. Okay. All right. So all those are lubricated. Let's go ahead and drop him down. We got the caliber compressed. So inside is usually the hardest side for me, but we got plenty of light today, and I'll show you what's happening. This one went in smooth. Hopefully yours does too. And I usually sit right on the edge like such, and then try to line it up as much as possible. You might have to adjust it, and sometimes you have to mess with these clips. And as long as they go Good. This one's acting a little funky. Give it a little tap. There we go. And you want them on there. Good. Okay. So now we're there. Let's clean this dude up, the one that was giving us problems. And get some brake parts cleaner. I'm gonna hit it with the WD-40 first. Get this rust off. Like I said, some people don't do this. I'm telling you, you should. All right. And we're gonna dry it back off. And we're gonna flip her caliper down. And the last thing to do will be to pump the brakes. And this is gonna be the same procedure as the driver's side. So either way, still gotta get it in. So let's flip him on back. These brackets right here, they got the box in on them. They're gonna sit right here in this groove right here. So put your caliper on, work it on pretty good. Line these up, boom. And this one was the top. I'm gonna clean that one first. And I usually get one in, and that one's in. There we go. I usually get one started. That way I can let the weight just sit there and hold the caliper. And you'll feel it lock in. Just need a few threads. There we go. So we got him sitting. Let's clean this one up too. Don't put no Loctite on these or nothing like that. But you want to clean it up real good. All right, got him in. And this one's going in nice and smooth. And you want to make sure it bites. And if you feel it cross threading, back up immediately. And here we go. All right, so now that we're there, let's go ahead and start putting him on. But yeah, at the top, you're gonna need a French regular dude. Hopefully you got a ratchet one so it don't take you all day. And let's get this back set. Sometimes it'll rotate on you a little bit when you're doing it. But you want it sitting correctly, otherwise the brakes will be, caliper won't sit good. And I'm just gonna get it close, so don't tighten one before you tighten the other one all the way, otherwise you can offset the caliper as well. So I just want it close enough. Same with this one. Let me come underneath. Keep this bracket still. Alright, let's get this on there again. I'm just trying to rotate on me. Tight, but I don't like the way it feels. Let's see what we get. Spin. So let's try it again. But yeah, sometimes you think you're just changing it, it's gonna go smooth, and sometimes it don't. Sit that in there like that. Still spinning on me right there. Get it back set. Alright, let me get it tight first. Okay, so got him in. And this is the one that was sitting out a little bit. It's getting tight, so it's not supposed to move. And what we're gonna do is, instead of messing around, we're gonna go to AutoZone and get us a set of guide pins, because this one's not going in. So the guide pins usually run about 8 to 20 bucks, but if not, this caliber, it won't go all the way correct. So as far as the bolt, because we still got that same gap that we had. So instead of messing around, we'll just go get the part and do it the right way. This is gonna be offset a little bit, because every time you move, this caliper ain't gonna sit like it's supposed to because of this bolt. So do it the right way. Like I said, you're going in to change the brakes, and you might run into an issue, but this will be the complete procedure. So like I said, same as the other side. So we're about to run up to AutoZone and get us some guide pins, but definitely live life, love it. Always know rest is the enemy on these things, which causes us to work so hard. So till the next video, guys, I'm out of here. Remember, same thing, passenger side. Oh yeah, I forgot, hit that subscription button, man. It's free, you know what I mean? I'm gonna show you. Here you go, subscribe, bow, boom, subscription, boom. All you gotta do it. Yep, I'm out.